Hey guys, what's going on? It's TMJ in the USA coming to you from Aaron Lobliner's basement.
That's right, get my seat.
Underground! This is the militia underground!
Oh.
This is the militia underground!
In case shit goes down, we're underground.
We're safe down here.
Yes, we're safe. This is our bunker, man. We're ready.
Bunker.
After Obamacare got passed, like, fuck it, we're going underground, man. All right, Steve, why don't you tell everybody what we're talking about today? What's the topic?
We're talking about intermittent fasting while on a bulk. So a lot of people follow it while they're cutting, but what about intermittent fasting while you're trying to bulk?
That's it.
Trying to
And
make them gains.
a lot of people run into this issue because they've done intermittent fasting while they cut, and that's the lifestyle they're used to. And then when they go to bulking, they want to continue to do intermittent fasting because it worked for them when they cut. How does it work with bulking? Does it work with bulking?
Well, I think if their
What are the
calories,
challenges?
I think if their macronutrients are hit at the end of the day, they will get results.
Yeah.
However, I will get back into my whole, first of all, if you are like, I've seen Joe eat. If he was to try and fit his calories into a 6-hour window, it would not be possible. I've smelled his gas. and as it is, I mean, I don't think it's all processing quite efficiently. My main issue would be if you do get to a appreciable amount of calories, it's a lot of food in even a 6 or even an 8-hour window. Another thing I don't like, and I addressed this in my presentation at the Olympia at the Ice Toy booth, I don't like the fact that it's encouraging a binging and purging lifestyle. I'm going to say that for the record. I've had people email me. I've done videos on people who've had issues in developing eating disorders from intermittent fasting. At the end of the day, you're going for a really long time without food, and then you're eating a really fucking huge amount of food. I am against intermittent fasting in general for most because of the mental and psychological issues I see with it. Will it work if macronutrients are hit? I believe so, yes. But most people getting into this industry, losing weight, are predisposed to getting an eating disorder. I have no doubt about that. I've met so many people with eating disorders. Last thing I want to do is encourage a binge and purge lifestyle. I encourage eating at least three meals a day, up to whatever you need to fit your calories in the day, even if you graze throughout the day. But I'm not a 7-meal-a-day guy. 3 meals are fine. But you get into that whole 6-hour window, I believe that the mental approach to that is fucked up, so I don't like it for bulking, I don't like it for cutting, and I think it's retarded.
So wait, are you saying you do or don't like it?
No, I didn't quite.
I wasn't sure.
I'm on the fence.
You're on the fence. So Joe, what is your thought?
Yeah, look, I have a very similar thought process with intermittent fasting to Marc, and we have actually had a few people in Australia that are associated with Massive Joes go and do intermittent fasting. We've had people that have tried it to bulk, and this happened just before we came to the US. We've had guys that have tried it to cut.
And they were fired.
No, they didn't work for us. They were just associated with the business. They were our sales reps or this. We'd never hire anyone that did intermittent fasting.
There's a sign.
It may get me into trouble. We might have to get that out of there.
That's an HR issue.
Anyway,
Long HR.
the best way to look at it is just to look at the multiples and multiples of anecdotal evidence. You've never ever seen a good pro bodybuilder practice intermittent fasting. You've never ever seen one of the world's top bikini models or sports models practice intermittent fasting. It just doesn't happen. You can't deny that kind of anecdotal evidence. And if you want, case by case evidence, we see it all the time with guys that try and, they don't like the typical 6 to 8 meals a day to get in contest shape. So they go and try an intermittent fasting diet. They step up on stage, they've got the worst condition on stage. Then you got guys that try the intermittent fasting and if it fits your macros while they're trying to bulk, and they never put on any weight, and the weight they do put on is body fat.
Right.
So, you can't deny that kind of anecdotal evidence.
It's empirical. I know you guys are going to point to studies and some GH release from whatever that dude's name who wrote the fucking book is. But at the end of the day, I've heard too many people say, I have an eating disorder now. And I used to, if you guys watch my old videos, Google that shit. YouTube search it. I used to be indifferent about intermittent fasting up to about 2 months ago, until I started getting all these people writing me asking for advice. Yeah. And that's when I'm like, you know what? Empirically speaking, I fucking hate it. But if you want to do it, do it.
Well, that's the thing is, like Marc, you said you could get results, right? So I don't know how many people are going to get rich from being a bodybuilder or a natural bodybuilder.
Dude, you know how much? Dude, you got a squat pad?
I got the squat pad that I gave to my wife. I got these lifting straps and a bag.
I got a
jacket.
I got a tub of Amino X.
Right. So you know what? Everybody's going to have their own way to win their show, right? So I followed this guy, right? And he told me what to do, and I did pretty good, right? So, I look at this. I'm almost a 39-year-old guy, right? So I got a life beyond natural bodybuilding and doing
Not
what
that
I do.
age, you're dying any day now.
I'm dying any day. I got the walker. I'm like.
He has the tennis balls
I
on.
got the tennis ball. I got tennis. The point is, like, I think of this as like, this is a sport. This is a hobby. Some people don't consider it a sport. Whatever. This is your hobby to do. And if it's going to affect your life, right? If it's going to affect eating disorders and how you're going to, what are you going to do when you're 50? What are you going to do when you're 60?
Are you gonna fast?
If you're going to do this for life, or is this something you could transition to a normal lifestyle when you have kids and soccer and you're playing bridge with your old lady friends, right? Like, think about your life beyond this couple year window and how it's going to affect your eating habits and disorders in your mind for years and years and years.
This got deep, man. This
Sorry.
shit got deep, got
did.
real.
I mentioned real.
You did. You got bridge and a walker.
Thanks, Dave.
When I'm bulking, and when Joe also bulks, I mean, I know we sit just over 5,000 calories, or we did last winter.
They did last night.
Yeah, as well. And we try and get our calories from pretty much whole foods, which I'm sure you guys do as well.
Yeah, we're
Instead of
bros.
just
I go
a little
full,
bit.
bro.
So I don't know how we would be able to fit in over 5,000 calories
In 6 hours.
in 6 hours
That's
from eating whole food.
Do you realize that the Eat Smart tub of protein I had, the whole thing I was going to eat against Furious Pete, was only like 3,500 calories?
And how did that end?
It ended.
How many times in the bathroom?
It ended explosively. So I mean, just put that in perspective. You're eating the equivalent of a 2-pound jug of friggin' protein powder,
Yeah, so you'd be sitting there for the full 6 hours just constantly eating.
and then pooping the rest of the 18. That's the thing, that you need the 18-hour fast just to clear out. So honestly, if you like it, if you're getting results, as I always say, keep doing it. If you aren't predisposed to eating disorders or addiction personality, have fun with it. I do not think it works well with protein synthesis as well. I believe there's plenty of research and data that shows that protein synthesis is a good thing, and starving for 18 hours is not a good thing. You know where you're starting, you know when you're fasting? Take a nap, go to sleep. If you sleep 7 hours a night, there's a 7-hour fast. I don't get it. Why do we need to fast more than that?
Absolutely, man.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I think the panel is aligned.
Yes. Unanimous decision.
Be sure to dislike this video. Email, what's your email, Joe? Write Joe. Tell him what you suck.
Write a nasty comment as well.
Be sure, yeah.
And post this on all the pro intermittent fasting Facebook pages.
Yes, we want to get trolled on this one. Remember, he hates if it fits your macros too. So those of you who do both of them, let him have it, man. All right. So who has Jeff? Did you say anything to close? Did you ever close out, or do you just?
I just say stay, man.
That's good. Let's do that.
Let's do that. But
Doesn't sound premeditated.
Before you do that, you have to subscribe, man. Subscribe. The
I know
Tiger
what I
Fitness.
do. I know what I do.
Subscribe, Massive Joes. Do what you're going to do, Steve.
Alright, so Mark's going to put a little button up here. So subscribe to the Tiger Fitness page. There I am. Up here. There's going to be another one up here to subscribe to Massive Joe's.
So where are
we coming to from, Joe?
We're coming to you from Aaron Lobliner's basement.
The bomb shelter.
Stay massive.